watching the best. Fox 10 News at 5.
Now at 5, a new twist on the collapse of a California-based bank. It could actually benefit homeowners in Arizona.
Plus, from school districts to utility companies and even cities, car fleets becoming electrified, how the mass switch to EV could impact you.
And was it a ghost or a glare or something else? We talked to the truck driver who shot this video, now going viral online. But first at 5, a rough day for Phoenix police. Officers responded to several crime scenes today at 3 different Quick Trip locations. The first early this morning, a man barricaded himself inside one of the stores.
Yeah, let's take a look. That same barricade triggering an hours-long SWAT standoff. It happened right here, and it happened at the QT location there. It's near the I-17 and Cactus Road. But shortly after, police were called to a Quick Trip here. This is near 7th Avenue and Northern, and we're told an employee was stabbed several times there. Then this afternoon, there was a third incident. An officer was injured at this third location. Phoenix police sergeant was hurt responding to reports of a theft at a QT near 51st Avenue and Camelback Road. So 3 separate incidents tonight. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia is standing by at the first location where that barricade situation occurred. But first, we go out live to Stephanie Bennett tonight, who has the latest on the officer who was hurt. Steph, what do we know?
Good evening, guys. Yeah, we're near 57th Avenue and Camelback, and a lot of information still coming in, but this is kind of where it all wrapped up with this semi-truck. Now, the suspect fled away in a car after he hit that officer at the QT gas station. He ran into that semi-truck. The semi-truck not getting much damage there, but the car did, and it was just recently towed away within the last 10 minutes or so. Employees told police at that QT that the suspect was often armed with a handgun, and for now he's looking at a slew of other charges.
He reached for the young man to put handcuffs on him. The young boy reached over, he said, "You're not arresting me," grabbed the steering wheel and drug himself into the vehicle.
A quick run to the gas station to get ice cream turned into an icy situation. Bob, who preferred to keep his identity private, says he was sitting in his vehicle at this QT near 51st Avenue and Camelback while a police officer was talking to a young man. Police say he was conducting a follow-up with the suspect after a report that the man was shoplifting the day before. But during the conversation, a struggle ensued.
The officer, attempted to take him out of the vehicle, and he pretty much put up a fight. Then my door was open on the truck, his door was open on the car. He put it in gear and hit the gas real hard and swung around, took out my door, his door, and when he hit the brakes, the officer pretty much flung out of the car. He got hurt pretty good.
The officer was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Although the suspect sped away, he didn't make it too far before he hit this parked semi-truck in a nearby neighborhood.
What the heck's going on? That's about it. I mean, there's always stuff going on, but not to this nature, you know?
All I heard was squeaking and loud noise of a car, the roaring of the car's motor. And when you heard him when he started sliding and he ran into some, then I came outside. Yeah, we all did.
Neighbors say after the suspect crashed, he got out of the car and ran down the alley, but was later found hiding in a backyard shed.
I was working from home and I got a knock on the door that someone was in the backyard. They just told me I needed to get out, so that's pretty much all I know. They did find him in the shed in the backyard, so it was scary because I thought it was just another Tuesday morning, and then I get told I needed to leave.
Yeah, for now, officers will be investigating all 3 of these scenes in this neighborhood while they continue investigating. Reporting live tonight, Stephanie Bennett, Fox 10 News.
Steph, thank you. Hours before, police say an employee was stabbed several times at a Quick Trip in North Phoenix. That happened around 11:30 near 27th Avenue and Northern. Quick Trip said in a statement the employee was confronting someone using illegal drugs at the store. When officers arrived, the suspect had taken off. Police tracked that man down. They did arrest him. He will now be booked into jail on several charges, including aggravated assault.
And now to the SWAT standoff at a third Quick Trip. It happened in North Phoenix earlier today. A man barricaded himself inside the store near the I-17 and Cactus, and that's where Nicole Garcia joins us live with the details. Nicole.
Well, this went from a suspicious person call to a death investigation overnight. Police say a man locked himself inside of a storage closet here at this QT, and after more than 3 hours, he was found unconscious and then pronounced dead here at the scene. The man at the center of the standoff was first spotted walking on the I-17 freeway around 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. Officers tried to make contact with him, and he ended up running off the highway into this convenience store off I-17 and Cactus. Officers confronted him and saw he was holding a knife.
There's no confrontation. Everybody exited the QT pretty quick. Some of the people inside the QT observed the man with the weapon.
Police say the man then locked himself inside of a storage room. While there, police say he started a fire, which set off the sprinkler system, which put out the flames.
QT was surrounded by the police, and they were talking on their loudspeaker, on their intercom thing. So they were talking to the person inside.
The barricade process sometimes can last a long time. We're not trying to force confrontations with an individual that's by himself and armed.
About 3 hours later, SWAT team members moved in, breaching the door into the store.
I came back this way after I heard a loud boom.
The man was found unconscious, and officers could not revive him. Police say no force was used against the man, and his cause of death remains unclear at this point.
He's pretty crazy. I mean, I guess obviously from what I've heard, I mean, obviously he passed away, and you know, it's pretty sad actually.
No employees, customers, nor officers were hurt during this incident. Now, the inside of this QT has extensive water damage because of the fire sprinklers that went off throughout the store during the barricade. So the convenience store here off of I-17 and Cactus is closed, but the gas pumps remain open. Reporting live, I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
Developing in the East Valley, a person is shot at a Wendy's and police still searching for who did this. This happened at the restaurant near Main Street and Greenfield Road. And we're told the person is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries tonight. It's still unknown what led to the shooting, and so far, no suspect description.
So the next time your power goes out, the SRP truck that comes to fix it might be electric itself.
Yeah, the utility is working to electrify their fleet, and as Steve Nielsen learned today, they're not alone. He's live in Tempe as cities and organizations are working together to transform their fleets. Steve, this is a trend. I mean, I've seen the Amazon electric vehicles all over the place.
Exactly. And you know, when you think about it, Arizona State University, they have hundreds of vehicles in their fleet. That's true for the city of Tempe, too, Phoenix and Mesa, and all of them are trying to transform that fleet from gas to electric, but it takes time and money to do it. Through the doors and up the steps of this electric school bus, Tom Harmon tells us in the spring, 3 Arizona elementary schools will have these.
2 at Osborne Elementary, 1 at Paloma, and 1 at, so it's 4 total, and 1 at Theodore Roosevelt.
The buses are outside an electric fleet expo in Tempe, where local cities and organizations are learning how they can transform their fleets to be fully electric.
Anything that is an internal combustion engine can or will shortly be electrified.
SRP says they have 200 electric vehicles and offer rebates to help others with their fleet transformations.
Are there opportunities to do something like this?
Mark Campbell with ASU says they're working toward an EV fleet by 2025.
This is a sprint, though.
Yeah, it is.
You're trying to run to get to this.
It is.
It's not a long-term plan.
No, it is, and that really, you know, that's what's in alignment with ASU's vision in terms of our charter and our mission with transforming society. Thinking about how are we future looking as a university.
He says the cost won't be added to tuition, and the city of Tempe's also electrifying their fleet, but the mayor says taxes won't go up to pay for it.
No, I mean, the reality is this is something that I think people really want to see.
They're tripling charging stations by 2025, and the mayor says it's because of the Inflation Reduction Act.
The reality is the federal money that's coming down is a tremendous accelerator to the work that we're already doing here in the city of Tempe. But without that support, there's no way we would be able to go from 10 to 30 over the next 2 years.
So that's significant.
Hartman says the federal dollars are a bridge for 7 to 8 years before costs between electric buses and diesel buses even out.
Be here before you know it.
One of the biggest delays right now we're hearing from everyone is still supply chain issues. ASU said by the time some of these electric vehicles are available, they're already sold, but they expect that to change as time goes on. Reporting live, Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.
Interesting stuff, Steve. Thank you very much. Coming up, a fresh look at the real estate market in Arizona, how inflation and bank failures are changing the landscape.
Plus, it's a days-old mystery. Is the shadow in this video a ghost? Or is it a glare? We hear from the man who filmed this.
And are you still looking for Taylor Swift tickets? How do you know the ones you buy are the real deal? We have some tips coming up.